just want to go back because I know you pressed for time, but you come home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get this from you. So you come home from jail, and did you know immediately what you wanted to do, or was it some confusion? Was it some some lessons to be learned? What happened when you first came home?
No, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So that's the silver lining in my situation, is the fact that because I was doing so much box time, right, that I found music. I started rapping in the box, and by the time I built up the courage to actually pursue it, and to educate myself on it a little bit, I had people that was willing to, like my brother Mouse, Dyko, they was willing to do whatever to support me that I wanted to do. Like, you want to do music, then we doing music, bro. So by the time I got out, it was already go time. I knew what I wanted to do. I had this plan in my mind. Yo, we gonna do music. As soon as I got out, me and my bro Dyko, we went to a lawyer. We got the name, Hustle Hard Entertainment, and we had the plan from the door. Like, I sat back while I was still in jail, and came up with the names, came up the ideas and stuff like that for what I wanted to do. So then when I got out, I wanted to implement it. You know how when you in jail, you just visioning your life, and it's something, and you like, I'm gonna do this, and that, and then you get out, it's just not that easy, because life is happening. Life is happening, right? So I knew I wanted to do all these things, but then when I got out, I was just like, oh shit, this is happening fast. It's like, okay, let me, but I will say that no matter what I was going through, no matter what my issues were in the street, what my issues were in life, I always found a way to always kind of channel it by always going to the studio, always like I had this burning desire to make something, because I felt like, man, I've been this person in this street shit all my life. I only been to the street and prison. That's the only two places I've been. I've never been nowhere else. I've been this my entire life. Let me at least try something different. If it don't work, fuck it. We go be out here and we just kill each other. Fuck it, right? Right? You know what I'm saying, right? It's ignorant, but I'm just saying, like,
gotta just give it a shot. Let's just try.
Let's try something different, bro. Let's think a little bit out the box. Let's try to do something. And I also felt like we are the genuine article. We are what these niggas is talking about. Like, we really did a lot of this shit. We we really been involved with this stuff out here, right? So let's do it, Word.
So coming home, and having that mentality, I always talk to him about this. We talk about this all the time. The care package. What do you think is the most important thing for someone coming home to have in order to be successful? Like, if you can pick, you can say 1, 2, 3 things. I'll say 3 things, but label them 1, 2, 3. Most important to least important.
We talking about a tangible care package, because what I will say is that what a person needs coming home is opportunity. You need a chance, man. You need opportunity. But as far as like coming home and the tangible things, like, you might want to put a few dollars in your dog pocket, of course. But if a person is not as headstrong as maybe I was, he may need some direction, because everybody didn't have the support system that I had, and is not as adamant about and fanatic about what I wanted to do. No, we doing this. We doing this. Come on, let's go. We doing this. And I had the means to that. Everybody don't have that. So some people need the direction. I got a book coming. It's called The Art of Freedom. And the book is a small book, and it's almost ready. I've been talking about this book for a while now, but it deals with what I feel like is my philosophy to being free. So it's like a self-help book for dudes that's either just getting out or is about to get out.
Yeah, because like your experience from being in there, you can relate in so many ways with someone who's in there,
Right.
and coming home, of course.
Right.
When did you start to see your first success? Like, oh, this is actually, because like you said, we're doing this,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure it's been some trials and tribulations. But
Yeah.
I'll remember start there. What was those discouraging moments? I'm pretty sure they came about. What was the?
Yeah, but after prison, though, you just got this energy about yourself that you can do anything. You just feel more ignited. Like, it's nothing that can hold me back, right? If I could wake up damn near against my will, and, and go to the fucking kitchen at 4:30 in the morning to work for these people, right? When I don't even want to do that, I could do anything.
Yeah.
Right? So being in prison and not having your liberty so much for a long time, you come out with a super energy. I can do anything. So yeah, it was trials, it's tribulations, it's setbacks, but it was the stepping stones. It was the small stepping stones that were immediately happening for me that kept me going, like meeting K Slay. K Slay putting me on the radio. K Slay putting me on his mixtape. Meeting DJ Enough and putting me on the radio. Clue mixtape, DJ Envy, like Smack DVD. Those steps, although we wasn't being paid and there wasn't no money being generated,
Kept you relevant.
right? But those were the ingredients to the journey, right? It's like, yo, look, y'all starting to know who I am. Like, yo, I know you from Smack DVD. Yeah, yo, I heard you last night on K Slay. All that, those were the things that made me feel good about what I was doing, because I felt like I was making a way.
Before the money.
Yeah, before the money, because you gotta see. People nowadays, I think people got it a little bit backwards, because everybody is so caught up in the results, right? Everybody looks at the chains, the jewelry, the cars, the lifestyle, and say, I want that. But do you realize the nights that it took before we got that? Like, do you understand? Like, the little bit of shit that I got, do you understand what it took to get that? Do you understand the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the touring, the getting on stage in front of 5 people, the sacrifice, everything that you got to do. See, people so caught up in the result, in the end result, opposed to being fixated on the journey. Get on your journey, bruh. All that other shit, you just can't don't just want to look like a rapper. Don't just want chain like rapper, car like rapper, house like rapper. No. Rapper, regardless of what you think of him, he put his work in to get that. Okay? Like, that's the only way to get that. So I think people too fixated on that. For me, I wasn't fixated on that. I was fixated on, yo, let's get to work.